All right, everybody, welcome back to the Beyond the Jays podcast. Today we have a
Special guest.
special guest. She doesn't got her fitted on, neither do I.
I got mine on though.
He's got his on, the mics are on, and we're beyond the Jays.
Shit, bro.
Beyond the Jays, beyond the Jays.
All right, so we are back.
Episode
Number 4.
I, cut
I
you
am-
off, too.
33.33% of this podcast today. I am the Jake Dane wearing my
Wrong
rest in
team.
peace Luka Doncic jersey.
Wrong team.
We got our other 33.33% of the pod.
Oh, I thought you were gonna introduce me.
Jaden.
It's like you're already at it. Might as well.
Jaden CJ Stroud Rivera.
Yo. Before you even start, did you see that in that song Travis Scott shout out CJ?
Yes,
Stroud?
I actually meant to send that to you because I
Shut
did
up.
notice that.
I'll say baby.
Shut up. Ohio State sucks. Anyways,
Not according to the National Football.
without further ado, if Jaden would shut his big mouth, we got our last 33.33% of this podcast.
Special guest.
Hello, hello.
This is my beautiful sister, Madison Dane, or Maddie. That's probably what we're going to call her, whatever you'd like to be called. So, we're having our first ever guest today on this podcast. It's been long awaited. I know it's only been technically a month because this is our 4th episode.
Yeah.
But we are ready for a guest. Not really. We had some technical difficulties, but
Yeah,
we're
as
here.
you can tell.
Yeah.
I was
As you
holding
can
the
see
mic.
by, if you're watching on YouTube, what's going on with this mic right here. But we do have a fun guest. I think we should kick this off by you giving us a little introduction about yourself. Maybe something you like to do in your spare time.
All right, so I'm Maddie. I'm Jake's older sister. I'm an EMT, and I know, first responder over
Saving
here,
lives.
saving lives. And yeah, I really, in my free time, I'm pretty much at the gym. It's going to be work, gym, sleep, repeat for me now that I got a new job. So
W
very
grind.
excited to start that.
Sorry, no one can hear. I forget I don't have a mic, so no one can hear me in the background just saying random shit. But yeah, so she is a EMT, which is the coolest thing in the entire world. I mean, we're going to definitely get into that, but...
Shout out to the first responders.
Yeah, seriously. Where were you in LA? Oh, you weren't.
Yo, that's crazy.
Shit, sorry. But
That's the wrong people. They need the firefighters.
well, what if someone's burning in the fire?
They need to put the fire out first.
No, they're burning. Get them out.
You
It's
have
people,
to put the fire out first before you get the
right?
people.
Maddie taught me something. It's people, house, out. That's how you address a fire as an EMT, correct?
So technically, the firefighters respond on scene first. They typically will get there first, and then the EMTs will go in, and then the police, if they're needed, will make sure the scene's safe, and then.
So the
Yeah,
water
so-
first.
So, people,
Yeah,
house,
see?
out.
No.
Anyways, so she's an EMT. That's mad cool. She was not an EMT as like you probably didn't even have these EMT dreams. What, like 6 months ago?
Yeah.
So I know you can't even really respond. This is so hard going back and forth. But yeah, why don't you just tell us a little bit about your journey building up, or go vaguely because we'll get into it more. But I
Yeah, and
feel
like how
it's,
you got into it.
yeah.
All right, so I went to college to get my bachelor's at UNH. I was there for 4 years. I studied human development and family studies, which pretty much was like a human services degree. With that, I was kind of hoping to maybe do like therapy. You could be like a guidance counselor. You can work for DCYF or CPS. So that was kind of what I went into school thinking I wanted to do. And as time was going on, I loved all the knowledge that I was obtaining, but I really just didn't know what the hell I wanted to do when I left. So I think my gym grind, I've been going for probably like almost 2 years now consistently, and I've been really like testing my strength and getting stronger and being really proud of all the progress I've made since I've started. So I was sitting there my last semester of college, and I'm like, what the hell am I going to do with my life? And and I was like, you know what? Maybe I would be able to be a first responder of some kind because my strength is getting up there. I would love the challenges that come with it.
You're a second
So
responder.
that's honestly my goal is at the end of this, a lot of firefighters have to have their EMT and their BLS to be able to work as a firefighter because they get to the scene first. They need to know how to be able to do some stuff before the EMTs are able to get there and like start saving people.
For people who don't know, what is it?
Your basic life support. That's pretty much like your CPR, like your entry level first aid stuff. Yeah. So if somebody's down on the ground, they're going to know how to respond to them to a certain degree. They don't have all the equipment and like the tools that an EMT would, but they get a first aid kit that they bring with them, and they can use what they have in there to kind of intervene and do what they can for the patient until an EMT arrives or a paramedic. My plan anyway was I decided that I wanted to be a firefighter. So I learned that in the process I'm going to have to get my EMT. I have some family members who have been very helpful in having me learn about the firefighting process and all that.
I firefight on the weekends, volunteer in my spare time, except for Sundays because I'm doing this podcast.
So I started there, and I loved it. So while I'm kind of waiting for the firefighting to kick in and do all the steps that I need to do in order to be able to do that, I'm just going to gain the knowledge and the experience, be able to save lives on the side, and I think that's a great skill to have. Who wouldn't want that? So.
No, I totally agree, and not for nothing, but especially since I've known you for 22, almost 23 years of my life, I've seen where you've come from, and an EMT is not something, a firefighter is not something I honestly would have ever thought I'd see you do. But it's really exciting, and we'll get into like that whole journey that she's gone through, but it's honestly quite the amazing story, and there's a lot of mental health that plays into that as well. It's before, during, after, but we're going to stop there on that. It was a good intro. Almost too much, but it was a good intro. I'm going to spoil the episode. But Jaden, let's hear about your week, my friend.
Ooh. All right, so I thought I almost had a kidney stone.
I think you were saying kid.
What was it? Wednesday?
Dude, it was like all week.
Bro, I was dying at work.
This man was like in the most rare form you could ever see him in. This dude was like keeled over at all times. Like he was about to like, he had that like look on his face all day. Like, dude, I thought he was just gonna drop dead. I swear.
I might have needed an EMT.
You got one now. Now's a good time. Sorry, keep going.
No, yeah. It was so random though. Just like I woke up like I was on this side. It was like a sharp pain right here, and I was like, all right, whatever. I'm just gonna.
All the doctors drop below. What you think?
Yeah, maybe I can get a whatever you call it.
Diagnostics.
Diagnosis.
Bro needs to get diagnostics ran on his body.
Like it wasn't that bad in the morning, and then as the day got on, I just felt it and felt it. I was like, fuck, I better not have a kidney stone. And then eventually,
who starts off the pod with kidney stones? All right.
So you said to recap my week that happened this week.
I know, but I thought you were gonna start on a little bit more of a positive note and then be like, shit, I had kidney stones.
No, it wasn't that
Or
bad.
almost.
And then I woke up the next day. I was like, fine. It was so random.
Yeah.
Maybe I got like
Poopy cramps.
Yeah, what's that shit called? IBS or something?
Irritable bowel syndrome.
Yeah, maybe I got that.
Everyone says I have that. I don't think I do. I think gluten just. Actually, sorry. You can keep going with your week because then I got some stuff to say.
Yeah, you got a lot to say, bro.
I do, bro. I'm feeling yappy today.
I feel like nothing really else happened this week besides yesterday. The Royal Rumble. John Cena did not win.
John Cena didn't win. Is that his last match ever?
No.
Oh, he's not.
It's just the last Rumble.
Oh, okay. I thought that was I haven't been keeping up, I guess, but I thought that was his last match. When is his last match? Like the end of 2025, or is it?
I think so, yeah.
Okay,
but
so
he's
he
like
still has a
full
year.
time for the year.
Oh, good. Damn, that's actually
So
gonna
he's
be
gone.
hard. He's not. We can't even see him
Gotta
anyway.
go.
We can't even see him anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's it for my week. Just keep going.
All right. So for Maddie, we like to do a recap of the week. I'm sure you already know. You've seen the podcast. Jaden just kind of gave you a little bit of what to say. I don't know what happened this week for you, so you can take it away.
My week wasn't very exciting. Maybe a little bit. As I mentioned, I got a new job, so I'm like meeting with everybody and getting shit done that I have to do for that. I have my first day coming up soon next week, so I've just been doing everything I have to. I'm finally gonna go into where I work and meet more people that I'm gonna be working with, and I'm excited. Apparently everyone, or a good chunk of people, are like right around my age, so I feel like it's gonna be a good work environment. I'll definitely meet a lot of new people, make some friends. Pretty much it. Always on my gym grind. Gym, just getting work stuff done. That's about it.
W gym grind.
Solid.
I kind of slacked this week at the gym. I knew what like.
Honestly, I've slacked for the last 3 months.
Yeah, you've been slacking.
I know. I gotta get back on my grind. As far as my week though, I worked all week. I honestly can't even remember half of what I'd done. The only thing that is coming to my head right now is that me and Jaden both ordered Valentine's Day fitteds.
Oh my god.
So tough. So tough.
I'm wearing that.
They officially
Valentine's Day, I'm wearing it to work.
They officially dropped them as exclusives. So once they're gone, never gonna be able to get them again.
Oh, I'm wearing it.
So we're gonna keep those as a surprise because we'll probably have them whenever we get them. Mine's already on the way, so yours should be too.
Yeah, I think mine's on the way.
You'll see them on the next pod, but they're tough. If you want to just look it up, go to New Era, go to Lids. I don't know what websites have it on there.
Mine was on New Era.
Mine was on New Era too. So go check out New Era if you want to. Oh fuck, no free promo. Sorry. No, don't do that.
Still check.
But if you want to see the hats, you can
if you
Google
wanna see
it.
Google.
Shit, no free promos. But yeah, let's get into this podcast today. I think I kind of want to switch it up a little bit. And start off with fit of the day because Maddie came in here dripping for what?
Was it because I said it?
No, I was gonna do it anyway, but you just jumped the gun a little bit. I guess I'll
Two
just.
steps ahead.
You are. I'll just go first real quick. I got my Birkenstocks on with my white Nike socks. Another lethal combo.
For people who can't see.
Yeah, for people who can't see. I got the brown basic Birkenstock sandals with white Nike socks with a black swoosh, and they have dry fit on the toes. Is that better?
Yeah.
I'm wearing these dark gray Nike sweatpants that are tucked into my socks because I can. And I'm wearing a white Nike sweatshirt. Damn, I'm sponsored by Nike today. White Nike sweatshirt with my Luka Doncic jersey on top of it. My Dallas Luka Doncic jersey, obviously, because I'm gonna have to get a new one.
We'll talk about that after.
We'll get into that. I love Luka, so except when we Celtics played him in the finals, but
Also, what made you tuck in your socks? Your pants.
Oh, because I said that I could. Remember, 2 seconds ago, I just said because I can. Yeah. So the Luka Doncic jersey, and I'm wearing just an American Eagle white beanie. And I got a haircut too. If people are watching, I got a little mullet, so my hair is a little different. I'm wearing a nose piercing, I guess. Anything else that I'm forgetting?
Jaren Dane.
Jaren Dane. Jados. We'll get into that too.
Jados.
Jados is
I
crazy.
forgot about that.
Iron Fane.
Iron Finn.
No, not Iron Finn. Anyways, Jaden, what are you wearing
watching
today?
too much Avengers.
I know. I've been watching Avengers at work every day. Anyways, Jaden, what are you wearing?
I got the Crocs on, some black socks.
What kind of color Crocs? Can't see.
Black.
Them. Do you have any gibbets?
Yeah, I have a lot of gibbets on it.
I can't see which ones I have on.
I got a football. On the left one, I got a football, the Celtics logo, of course.
Better
a shoe. It's a 1. I don't know. I got a J on it, of course.
For Beyond the Jays.
Ooh.
Damn, you gotta get 2 J's.
And I got a B
multiple.
for Boston on the right one. I got the Boston logo.
See, no one knows about that yet. That's still in the works. No one knows about that.
I got Gengar. I got a football helmet with the 12 on it, so it works for Brady. And then I got a money bag.
Money bag, yo. Nice.
And
What do you?
then
Yeah. What else
I
you
got
wearing?
the. Oh, I almost just unplugged that. I got the Nike Tech sweats, the Fear of God Essentials hoodie,
Fog.
and then I got the. Wait, did you even say you had a beanie on? Okay, I got the Dodgers fitted. It's got I don't even want to take off my hat. It's gonna look crazy. It has, what is that logo?
Dodgers.
No, but it's like a special logo.
Oh, I think it's like I don't know if it's like their shitty or alternate logo. You could also Google that if you'd like. No free promos.
Yeah.
For the Dodgers.
It's
but-
dark blue.
Yeah, it's dark blue. Dodgers on the side. It's a tough hat. I really like it. Anyways.
Oh wait, actually, quick story about it. We kept going to the store to get it. Every time they did not have my size, or they didn't have it at all.
Like 3 or 4 times we went to look for this specific
so I ended
hat.
up ordering it after we didn't find it, like the 4th or 5th time. Literally, we went back like the next week and they restocked everything. They had my size, your size. I
Everybody
was like,
says.
bro.
It's also really hard to not get the same hats because we have really similar like taste in
Yeah.
fitteds. I mean, we honestly do really good because it's like if one of us wants something, we're pretty good at being like, okay, like you get that. The Valentine's Day ones, those are just exclusive, and we got different teams, and they're just so
Yeah.
tough. But we will also both have the same Padres hat, but that wasn't
everyone
planned.
has that
Yeah,
though.
it's not like anyone's calling dibs. I mean, we
Yeah.
just try to like
so
alternate
clean,
we
though.
don't. Yeah, it is. The
I
brown
almost
is
wore
nice.
it.
I know. I almost wore mine too, but I was like, no, I'm cold beanie. Anyways, so Maddie came in here stepping and dripping.
Dripper
She's
drown.
had this outfit planned for a little while. She knew this day was coming. Very important day. So let's hear from her what she's wearing. Hey, it's my sister, right?
Yeah, and describe it too for like people who aren't like watching.
Yeah, for sure.
Whoever's listening.
So I'm sitting behind this table, so I'm gonna just flick my foot out. These are a pair of Vans. I honestly kind of forget
Oh,
what
those,
type of shoe they're called, but they almost look like what is it? The New Balance
the new
shoes?
school, right? Aren't
Yeah.
they like the new school or something? Or no.
They are, yeah. And I wish I remembered what they were called, but they're like green and like a cream color.
They're tough.
So thank you. Yep, love my shoes. Always makes an outfit go together. Where did I get these pants? I have some cargo pants on. I think I got them from Shein. They're black. I got black Nike socks on as well with the white swoosh. So Jake and I are opposite. I have a Lab and Lager sweatshirt on underneath my shirt. It's a bar in Keene. One of my friends goes to college there, so we've had a fun time there quite a few times. So repping that underneath, even though you can't see it.
Don't say the sweatshirt.
What?
Don't say the name on the sweatshirt. Just describe your sweatshirt.
The shirt? Oh,
I mean
okay.
the shirt. Yeah.
Okay. So I got a cream oversized shirt on, kind of like wearing over the sweatshirt. It is. I got this shirt at PacSun. It's a beer company. They want me to mention that. I know. I almost just said the name out loud, but where did I get this? So it's a Budweiser shirt. It's pretty sick. You can't see the back of it, but it's all over the back too. PacSun is huge on selling this brand. I have so many things from PacSun of this beer company.
No, I'm not. This is not for
Um,
Paxman.
So yeah, I definitely, if you
No,
like
it's
beer
not.
company clothing, I recommend going to PacSun. They got a lot of good stuff, especially oversized, and I love just like the unisex clothing. Like I don't really dress super girly, more of like a, what would you even call this style? Like street style kind of?
I feel like you got that modern
Just drip.
comfy drip.
Yeah. I grew up with him, so
You gotta repeat. They can't hear me. You gotta repeat what I say.
what did you call it?
That
A modern
modern
comfy drip? That's not how I would describe it more as street style.
We got similar.
We do, yeah. And I grew up with him, so I just feel like I'm definitely more not on the girly side of things, dress-wise.
Dripper drown.
Yeah, type shit. So I mean, I'm gonna hold this elegantly. So Yeah, so she's got some heat on. That's literally a fit I would wear any day of the week. We definitely have super similar taste in a lot of different things. I mean, we're siblings. I mean, that's pretty given. Also, drop in the comments if you think we look alike. I don't know. What do you think, Jaden?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
We're a year, a week, and a day apart. Just a fun fact: we're almost Irish twins. So that's
That's
literally why
crazy.
we're two peas
One,
in a
one,
pod.
one.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty crazy. Also, I envy me and Maddie's relationship. I mean, I feel like growing up, I don't think there was a better way to do it. Shout out my parents conceiving, but but it's been really cool. I know a lot of you can probably relate, but growing up with like a sibling that's pretty much like you guys can say you're twins. Like you have a year difference. I mean, obviously it only matters in school unless you're held back. But like but no, it's really cool to grow up with someone like you can call your best friend every day and be able to grow up with someone who's like the same age as you. And she did all the dirty work. She had to do everything first, and then so when it came around to my turn, it made it a lot easier for me. But yeah, I mean, shout out my parents for conceiving again. I mean, if anyone can relate with your sibling, being close to the same age, you know what it's like. It's nice.
Controversial question.
Controversial answer.
Who grew up the favorite child?
I would say me until my little sister came along, but however, I think that me and Maddie had different needs. I feel like for a lot of time Maddie was independent, and then I was kind of like scared of everything, and I just wanted my mom, the mama's boy. And then as time went on, I feel like it just kind of got to the point where I don't know. I just feel like, I kind of just moved on really fast and just moved out. And not that she can't move out, but it's just like she just hasn't gone to that point yet 'cause she's on her grind, which is super respectable. Don't move
That's
out.
fire.
Bills suck. Don't move out. But yeah. But I mean, our little sister's the favorite now. Mom, I love you. I know you're gonna watch this, but we know it. Yeah. I mean, it's a toss up. I mean, we've been alive for 23. You almost 24. Me almost 23 years. I mean, it's been a lot of time for favorites. I mean, my thing is too is like my grandmother was like our dad. Like she stepped up when like my dad couldn't. So it was like I had my mom, my grandmother. They were like my parents. Like everyone has like mom, dad, or whatever. But I had like my mom, my grandmother.
Yeah.
Like we had our mom and our grandmother. So, I guess there was
Shout out
always
Grammy.
Shout out Grammy. Like I feel like there was always like if she wasn't getting attention from my mom, she can go get it from my grandmother. If I
Yeah.
couldn't get it from my mom, I go to my grandmother. So it was kind of one of those things. And she's always like we've always lived with the both of them. I mean, like what's your take on that?
My take on what?
Like just like that, what I was talking about.
I don't know. I feel like just going back to what you were saying about like how we had different needs. I'm literally like about to put this thing in my mouth. It's like that close. Jake was always
Pause. Pause.
I didn't even catch that one.
Jake was always a kid that like we just had like different needs. Like you were right to say that. Like when he was younger, like he was always like the one that like if he needed something, he would always like seek it out from like my mom or my Grammy. Where I
And
was
he'd
more
get it
of
too, I
like
bet.
I want you to notice that I need something type beat. So like I would probably try to do it myself or like wait until somebody would like come over to help me. And it's just crazy. Like I always say to my mom, like I'm older than you and like you're living the life that I want. Like you're moved out. You're in a relationship. You've been in one for a while. And I know I'll get there. Like it's only a matter of time, but I'm just very proud of you and everything you've accomplished too, because I know that that's not easy, and I've definitely had my moments where it's like kind of hard for me to watch because like I want to be in that situation, but like my time's coming. I just have to be patient.
Yeah, it's not worth the rush that.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing too though is you can look at. I'm not trying to be here for like pity or anything, but you could look at me and be like, yeah, I got my relationship, I got my friends, my podcast, my family, I live in an apartment, I got my own kitties, whatever. However, my advice, just because we're in opposite situations, is I know even if shit at home was rough, just honestly, just get through the bullshit every day, because the longer you can not worry about paying for rent, having to buy your own groceries, like that kind of stuff, is for the better. I mean, your time will come, like you said. Everything happens for a reason. God has a plan for everybody, but it's definitely not like, because you got to worry about, my worry right now in life is like my full-time job. I mean, once it's the new year, hours get sliced
Especially
down.
with your hours right now.
Not being able to get 40 hours a week and trying to still pay for rent, a car payment, gas, groceries, cats, and just like living your daily life, it's really difficult.
Good thing there's two of you, or else you'd been cooked.
Right. And that's the thing is, like, our situation, we were fortunate enough to gain a good sum of money from our accident. But
fortunate and unfortunate
right,
at the same time.
Well, not fortunate for the accident, but
Yeah,
fortunate
yeah.
for, what we got out of it, because everyone was okay, everyone survived, everyone was cool,
You
But-
kind of got to tell that story now.
I know, I'll get to that. I know it's actually, now that you're here, I mean, we could go over it. But no,
Oh, wait, you were there too?
yeah, she was in the car too, bro.
Oh,
But, here, let's actually take a quick break, and then we'll come back.
all right, we're back. Also, ignore the heater. It is pretty cold down here,
Yeah,
as you can see by the blanket.
it's put in
If you can see
frame
it.
just because, yeah, it is brick down here. It's also like 8 degrees outside. It is
Yeah.
fucking cold. Like, my balls are in my chest. It's fucking freezing.
Yeah, if you're listening and can't see, we got a heater, and Maddie has a blanket.
So we before we took our little break, we were on the topic of a car accident. So just a little backstory. So back in not last August, but the August before. August, so 2022, 23, 2023. Sorry, I forgot it's 2025. Jeesh. So we were in a car accident like 2 seconds away from our old house. Long story short, we got hit by a drunk driver. Completely came on the other side of the road and hit us almost head on. I haven't talked about this in a while. So we're just driving down the road. We're actually on our way to a funeral, unfortunately. So miserable. And we ended up, getting hit really bad by a drunk driver going like 60 plus miles an hour around a bend. Hit us almost dead on. Shout out my mom for like redirecting out of the way. Like the way she turned the car. She took a lot of the hit though. When she cut the wheel, she took a lot of the hit. But everyone, I just want to say now, everyone is okay. We're super blessed that everyone is perfectly normal. My mom went through the worst of it. She's good now. She went through, all her recovery, but it was pretty tragic. I'm gonna have Maddie kind of start off, kind of just explaining a little bit of it. Yeah, just get into it then.
Yeah, this is definitely not one of the easiest things to talk about. But yeah, I feel like it's not very often that people can say like they were in the car like with their family. Like I'm very happy it wasn't my friends, but I think the fact that it was family too made it that much more tragic. I was in the back seat, and like still to this day, like I remember like I was gonna fight you for the passenger seat. And it's just crazy that like we all kind of got like a different perspective of it. Like right before the car hit us, like it was crazy. Like people say kind of like, did it happen in slow motion? Like, did you kind of like view parts of life like before the car hit or whatever? And I feel like it happened so fast, but it also happened so slow. Like the last thing I remember before like he actually made like the impact into the car was me screaming because I could see it coming. And, like, I just knew, like, something bad was going to happen. It was either going to directly hit my mom or it was going to impact Jake. And I didn't, like, pass out or anything. So I just remember, like, the hard turn that the car took. And, like, if I think about it, like, I can still feel, like, the way my body kind of made that movement. And crazy, I was like right like on Snapchatting someone when it happened. So when I opened my phone, I was able to, like, my phone took a picture of like my body kind of moving in the car, and it's just like this like blurred out picture of my chest. Isn't that crazy? So like I have a little memory of it, not even like pictures of the car, stuff like that. So like Jake said, it's really amazing that we all survived that. Like if you look at pictures of the car, like it looks pretty fatal. You know, my mom had to get a new car clearly and all that. So I'm happy, you know, everything really did work out for the best. But I think, speaking for Jake and I both, like that was like a life-changing moment. I think in that moment for me, I started to just kind of like be more careful on the road, but like we all could have possibly died, you know? And we were like 2 seconds away from the house. Like everybody says like you never think it's going to be you or whatever, and like we didn't even do anything wrong, you know? So if I could just put anything out there, like just drive so carefully. Drive with caution. You never know what's going to happen, and if you have a split second to react, like that literally I think is what saved my mom and Jake's life in that moment, was her being able to like turn the car a little bit, because if it wasn't, somebody probably wouldn't have made it, and that's, you know, crazy to think about. But yeah, you know, I'm grateful we're all okay. It's something that we'll remember forever, and I think just kind of going forward, like have a more of appreciation for life and the things that we are able to do, and when that time comes, we're very much, you know, grateful to have each other when that, you know, time comes around that it had happened. And unfortunately, we never got to make it to the funeral, but the family was so understanding about what happened, you know, and I mean, how could they not be, you know, like it was such an unfortunate day to then have that happen too. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what else to say about it.
Yeah, I mean, that was actually very beautifully said. We don't want to go into too much detail because, again, I mean, I definitely could say I could speak for the both of us. We definitely both still have a lot of PTSD behind that accident. I mean, it was 2 years ago or, you know, whatever, but it's nothing like that has ever happened to us. Not saying, you know, like we've lived a perfect life and it shouldn't have happened or whatever, but it's just really it's just something that, you know, there was a lot of emotions, you know, flying. Me personally, I know that when I literally woke up from a nap that day, and because I was just exhausted, and I knew we had to go, and I was like, oh, like, you know, like I hate funerals, like I don't like doing this. I put on my nice outfit, my favorite pair of black khaki pants, and my girlfriend's grandparents got me a polo shirt, like a golf shirt, from a country club that they play at in Florida.
Damn.
And it was like my favorite outfit of all time. I just remember that. So pretty much, you know, we get in the car. Like I said, it was 2 seconds from our house. You know, we start driving. You know what happens? I didn't even have my.
You guys like just left the house,
dude. It's legitimately.
I thought you guys were like almost
not
there,
even a
like...
10-second drive from our house. 10-second drive, not even 10-second drive from our house. Immediately when we left our house, this pretty much happened. That's probably one of the worst parts about it too, because we had to drive by that every single day. Like when I worked, you know, when I worked at the other place we worked at together, I had to drive past that every day, every single day. Because that was like the main road that brings you to everywhere you need to go. So, you know, if I was, you know, trying to go get food, or if I was trying to go, you know, to a friend's house, or if I was trying to go to work, like it's the same road. So it sucked, because that was one of the hardest things, and that's kind of why I'm so cool with the fact that like I moved out and like we moved away from that house, because that was something that like it would just sit on your shoulders. Like, you know, you go through something like that, and then you have to see the spot every day.
Yeah, it's gonna be with you forever.
Right. Just from my perspective of the accident, just to give not too much, but a little bit of context. So we obviously got hit, almost dead on. But like she said, like my mom like cut the wheel, but I didn't have my seatbelt on yet. I'm in the front seat.
You're so lucky then.
All I remember is like we're driving, and I look up, and I just saw the car drift into the other lane, like fishtailed drift into the other lane. going like right at us, going like 60 miles an hour, and I just last thing I remember saying was like, "What the fuck?" And then all of a sudden, I remember I don't know what made me do it, but I immediately just like turtle shelled myself, and that feeling of the impact, my whole body turned like a million degrees, and I actually didn't feel my head hit the windshield, but my head hit the windshield pretty hard. It was just a crazy feeling, and being able to you get into an accident, the first thing you do, especially you're in the car with your family, first thing you do is you wake up and want to see if everyone's okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't even move for like the first couple seconds I woke up, dude. Because I blacked out. I couldn't move. I looked over at my mom. I mean, my mom was unconscious, but that was one of the things that hurt me the most, because you wake up from an accident, you see someone,
exactly.
with their eyes closed. That is like, you immediately think like they could be, dead.
Yeah.
And that's one of the biggest traumatic things that goes through my brain. I know everyone's okay and everyone made it, but it's like, in that moment, I wasn't sure.
You wouldn't know, yeah.
I mean, I'm thankful she was in the back seat, because, would you break your wrist? She broke her wrist, but other than that, like, she was pretty much untouched, which was beautiful. I mean, a broken wrist still sucks, don't get me wrong, but
better than
yeah,
death.
I mean, and not to say like anyone deserved anything, and who got it worse, but I mean, my mom obviously got it the worst, but I smashed my head on the windshield and I got a concussion. I got like a second burst of adrenaline. My mom's door was like completely pinched shut, so they'd use Jaws of Life. I tried ripping her door open like 5 times, didn't work. But I made sure she was all right first, so she she was good, and I tried to rip her door open, didn't work. But then, once my grandmother showed up, she was on her way home. My Grammy, she showed up. She was like, not even a minute and a half away from the house, and she was driving down the road. And I called her, and she was right. She freaked out, obviously, ran over. She came to where the accident was, and once she kind of got there, it gave me some sort of like relief, and I ended up blacking out on the ground, and I was the first one out in an ambulance. They also cut all my clothes off, my favorite outfit, like I said. So fucking annoying. But
Damn. Also, just heads up, I was not laughing at you telling the
No,
story.
no, I know.
I'm just thinking of like the part after with you.
Oh
like,
yeah, because I was gonna
passing out.
say I mentioned because
that's why I'm laughing.
crashed.
Just to clarify.
Yeah, I crashed out. I tried to go fight the guy. I got held back by like a bunch of random people who spawned. I can't tell you how, dude. An accident happened, and then 15 people spawned. Like, I can't even explain to you where they came from. Some people are like, "Oh, we live over here." I'm like, dude, that's like so far away. How did you get there? I mean, obviously it's probably loud.
They probably
I'm
heard
sure
it.
you
Yeah.
heard it, but shout out to those people, because a lot of those people were super great people. They helped us out. They even came and visited us after multiple times, like at our house, and make sure we were okay. But yeah,
awesome.
I crashed out, tried to fight the guy, whatever. Didn't end up fighting the guy, thank God, because I probably would have been in jail for a little bit, no matter what.
With the concussion.
Yeah,
too.
right. And I blacked out. I was the first one out in an ambulance. First, I think I told this on the last podcast or the one before maybe, about how I was like passed out on the ground, and they had to ask me questions. They were like, what year is it? Who's the president? What day is it? That kind of stuff. And I think I mentioned this, so I'll just kind of run through it quickly, but they asked, what day it was. I got the day completely wrong. I think I said it was like Friday when it was like a Wednesday, or like vice versa. They asked who the president was. The president was Joe Biden at the time. I said Slow Biden. They were like,
right.
dude, that's fire. You got it right. And the best one that no one's ever going to let me forget this. They asked what year it was. I confidently, with my chest out, said 1942. I was so fucking positive that it was 1942, and then I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? It's actually could be 2020. It was 2023, so I was still completely fucking off.
Wait, but why 1942 out of
I thought
any
it was.
year?
I don't know. I literally wish I could tell you why.
Maybe that's gonna tie into something in your life at some point.
Maybe like Don Julio, maybe. I don't know, but yeah. So
Don Julio sponsor?
Yeah, seriously. Hey, Don Julio, if you ever end up watching this,
Yo, speaking of
hit me
that,
up.
Popeyes, Don Julio. Have you heard about that?
No.
Popeyes is doing like a Don Julio like collab.
How? It's
I don't
alcohol.
know. I don't know.
We encourage drinking and driving through the drive-through at
I
Popeyes.
saw that. I was like, there's no way. Like, how do you do that at like a fast food?
Maybe they used the Don Julio to make the
No, it's
the,
like
the
a drink.
chicken. Oh, it's a drink.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I don't know how.
I don't know. Anyways, let's
kind of random.
yeah, it is random. I kind of want to wrap up this car accident shit because it's a little traumatic, but
Yeah.
to talk about, and I don't want to bring like these sentimental negative kind of vibes on the podcast, but it was definitely something I'll never forget. Like both of us were never gonna forget it. That was just kind of my perspective from it. Another thing too, I want to just mention is when you all leave in separate ambulances. Like I was the first one out. I'm talking to people as if they know what happened. I'm talking to people as if they like just know everything. So after I got like all my scans, I asked like where my family was, and they were like, "No one's coming. Like we don't know who your family is. No one's coming." And that was something I was already had a bad concussion. Like, I was fucked up. Like that really fucked me up.
That would have fucked me up too.
Especially when I started having a panic attack almost because they're like.
Well,
They're
yeah,
like,
you don't
your
know
sister
where
and
they
your mom
are.
never showed up in ambulances. Your other family is not here and they're not coming. I'm like, where the hell am I? I literally did not know where I was. And then obviously eventually they brought me to my room. First thing I see is Ava show up. Then I see Maddie, and like everything was fine. Like Maddie made it, my mom made it. Everything was good. Everything was fine. However, like Maddie said, I definitely just want to spread awareness. Always be cautious while driving. Don't
Oh my
don't
God,
drink and
especially-
drive, obviously. Don't use your phone and drive. Especially do not drive tired either. That's a huge
No,
one. That's worse
I've
than
heard
drunk driving.
heard stories of people falling asleep behind the wheel.
And that is
Nope.
yeah, that's terrible. And the thing is too is you may be a really good driver, and you may think you're that guy or you're that fucking person who you can anyways, I'm one of those people
Yeah.
who definitely uses my phone sometimes when I'm driving, and obviously I don't encourage that, but I definitely do it. I'll be honest, and I'm not perfect,
I
but don't use your phone to drive. Yeah, Jaden doesn't. I actually know for a fact. It's always just sent by Siri, and I know that means he's talking to
Yep.
his car. But just be safe, and the biggest thing is just you need to keep a heads up for other people on the road. That
Yeah.
accident was not our fault. That was about somebody else on the road making a poor decision. They were drunk, under the influence, yada yada, whatever. So again, don't drunk drive. Always, keep your guard up while you're driving. You just always make sure.
Just pay attention.
Yeah, just pay attention and keep your full focus on the road. That text or phone call is not important enough for you
Yeah,
to
no.
risk your life. I don't know if you want to say anything last to wrap this up, but I'll give you opportunity.
Yeah, I think you wrapped it up pretty well. I really just wanted to say too, kind of like going back into my EMT stuff, that like that was a huge reason why I decided that I wanted to be a first responder as well. I was very grateful and will forever be to everybody who helped us that day and was there to just be there for us in every way, like physically, emotionally. And I'll never forget, one of the EMTs came up to me before I went in the ambulance and was transported and was like, "I'm so sorry that this happened to you. Like, this isn't a normal experience." And, like, just the way that he comforted me as well, like, the whole ride time that I had to get to the hospital was unreal. I was like, this is badass. Like, this is what I want to do with my life. So,
That's fire.
yeah, definitely a huge moment in helping me decide that as well. But, yeah, just like you said, be careful when you're driving. Like I said, too, like, you never think it's going to be you, but, like, it just shows that, like, it can happen at a split second. So just be careful always.
I thought that was gravy.
I know.
No,
Dogs
yeah, it
barking
doesn't
upstairs
help
again.
that people already don't know how to drive in Mass and New Hampshire, but like
Seems like they give out licenses to everybody, even if you're not a good
Literally.
driver.
that's why you have to be like extra cautious as it is, even if you're just driving like down the street to somewhere
Absolutely.
or something.
See,
like,
that's the thing.
You still have to
We were 2 seconds from our house.
exactly.
You never know. And always buckle too. I don't buckle, but all the time. But make sure you buckle your damn fucking
I always
seatbelt.
buckle.
I know Jaden's a prime example of a great driver, great road advocate. Anyways, moving on from this topic, we want to bring you something new that we're gonna try out. This was Maddie's idea, so thank you for the idea. We're gonna do a top 10. So this is gonna be a group top 10. So us three together are gonna pick a topic, and we're going to make a top 10 list, and I don't know, just make like a solid top 10. Not like our personal opinion. Well, it is our personal opinions. We're all gonna agree on our top 10. I mean, we can even do
It's
top
gonna be
5.
tough.
But I know it's gonna be tough. But I don't know. Should we do like a random like topic generator and see what it gives us?
Yeah.
All right.
And then we'll pick from it.
Yeah, I'll
Which
ask
one?
ChatGPT. You can say what you want.
I don't know. I'm excited for this.
You want to maybe freestyle or something?
Freestyle.
No, you don't want me to freestyle. I promise you it wouldn't be good. I got nothing to freestyle.
Fun. We have.
We can't hear you.
All right, so we could do cereals. We can do alcohol brands. We can do ice cream flavors. We can do fruits, vegetables, meats.
Hey, yo.
Jaden's meats. I don't know. What are you guys thinking? What do you wanna? I mean, I feel like it has to be some sort, like even candies. It has to be some sort of like an easier topic, just because
Ooh.
we got to get a top 10. We all got to agree on it. Pretty vague topic. We could do red items. That would be. What you mean? Like
Fit the theme, bro. Blue items.
we could do blue items. Yeah, you want to do top
We could
10
do
blue
that.
items?
I
Like
feel
it could be
that's
anything,
hard,
like
though.
things that are blue, like blueberries, blue Gatorade, blue Powerade, blue frogs. Like I don't know, like like a draft, like blue stuff. Toothpaste.
We should do not that.
Okay, we're not
Nah,
gonna
my
do
toothpaste
that.
ain't blue.
Do you want to do
Things, that's fine.
Or cereal. Cereal's like a.
you want to do Okay, so let's do ice cream.
Okay.
I think we just kind of got to the ice cream.
Ooh.
Let me go get my notepad.
Notepad. I'm breaking out the notepad. I already got my top one, and there's no argument.
Please, I'm ready to fight this. I feel like it's gonna. I don't know what to expect. Also funny, cause like I'm like dairy sensitive. I've had ice cream, so
Are you
like and there's
lactose
like
or no?
I am, yeah.
Oh.
I mean, thank goodness it's not like a severe allergy where I can't eat it at all. I just have to like kind of be careful about how much I eat.
Yeah.
So, what is my favorite ice cream? Okay.
I already got mine.
All right, so we're gonna start from the bottom and work our way up. We're gonna start from how much do you want to do? 5?
Yeah, 5, because there's
Make it
way
easier
too
with
many.
5. Yeah.
We'll
So-
never agree on the 10.
Yeah, they're right. That is a lot. So we'll do 5. Um,
Can I start with the? Actually, wait. Finish first.
we have to agree on this. That's the thing too, is we have to make this a top 10 that we can agree on. So how we're gonna do this is we're gonna have. Let's start with you, Jaden. Give us like a top 3. You give us a top 3. I'll give a top 3, and then we'll kind of decide from there which ones we think should go in order. If that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, you start us off then. Give us your top.
Like
No
from
particular
bottom
order.
up?
Top 3.
All right. Chocolate chip cookie dough.
Valid.
Ooh. Vanilla. I feel like it's plain.
Okay, I
Anyone
like
can
that.
Go with that. And then a third one. I was gonna be controversial and put chocolate at the bottom.
That's fucking sickly. I wish you never said that. Yeah, I like
See?
dog food flavored fucking ice cream. That's pretty much what that is.
Put coffee
So chocolate chip cookie dough,
or cookie dough.
meatloaf
whatever.
and coffee. Wait, which was the second one?
Vanilla and coffee.
Vanilla and coffee. Okay. I'm gonna write those down. You give us yours.
Okay, so I feel like people either really love this or hate it, but mint chocolate chip is definitely my top.
That's up there.
I would say
I didn't even think of
cookie
that.
dough would be the second. And then my third is on the vanilla, but I'm going to go with vanilla bean because I feel like it's a step up. Like
Ooh.
vanilla bean is goated. Regular vanilla is okay, it's mid, but vanilla bean is so good. There's a lot you can do with that.
Yeah, what's yours?
You guys are gonna probably hate mine. One.
No.
Once I-
You're
I-
lying.
My number 1 is Maine Black Bear. Maine Black Bear is like a
What
it's
is
like
that?
like a strawberry black raspberry type ice cream that has these chocolate chips that are filled with raspberry. Fucking
No.
delicious.
No, that's not even in the top 10.
For everyone who can't see, obviously no one can see, but there's another person. I don't know if you could hear that, but that is Gazpacho over there in a wheelchair. So just wanted to point that out because I keep looking over there, so you're probably like, what the fuck is he looking at? But so main blackberry being number 1, 2 black raspberry. I just love black
Bro,
raspberry.
what is up
I
with you
can't
and
get enough of
raspberries,
it.
bro?
In
And ice
third,
cream?
I'm gonna go cookies and cream.
Oh, I didn't think
Some
of
light
that.
or like Oreo cookies and cream, same
yeah,
difference. So,
that's a wild top 3. I feel like that's not like any top 3 a normal person would have.
It's not. Jake is not normal. He has liked black raspberry or anything of the sorts like since he was younger, and
On
my
ice cream,
family
though?
would constantly give him shit about it because like, who the fuck likes black raspberry? Like, I would
Yeah, who
never go
does?
to an ice cream place and be like, "Oh, give me that." Like, I need it. It's so gross. Like, give me
Just-
the chocolate,
it
give me the
sounds so
peanut butter,
ran-
give me the
yeah.
cookie dough. Like,
first of all, if you like plain chocolate ice cream, go fucking
That's why I put
stop
that at the
watching this
bottom.
podcast.
That's
I
why-
don't want you to watch anymore.
That's why I put that at the bottom. Like,
No,
for
I
the
didn't even
top
include it on the
10.
list. You got no choice.
No, like for a top 10, I would put chocolate at the bottom.
yeah, no, I would go strawberry or plain vanilla
Yeah.
way over chocolate.
I almost
So
said strawberry.
our list right now is chocolate chip cookie dough, vanilla, coffee, mint, cookie dough, vanilla bean, black raspberry, Maine blackberry, and cookies and cream. So I don't know how we want to list that. So we actually have 9. So we could just order these in a top 10. So actually no, we'll still do top.
So raspberry at 10.
Actually,
Yeah.
okay, no, sorry. We're gonna do actually a top 3, and we're just gonna try to pick out of these 9. We're gonna have to try to agree on a top 3.
I feel like we have to agree on cookie dough. We all
Cookie
said
dough,
it in our
yeah.
top 3.
I think cookie dough can go number 1 for sure, because you can't go wrong with cookie dough or chocolate chips. Like, even if you get regular cookie dough and there's no chocolate chips, still
Yeah.
bomb. I'm just gonna be honest.
It's okay better without chocolate chips.
I think it might
Like
be
just
because
cookie dough?
you don't got to worry about like the crunchy. It's just like,
Yeah.
oh, cookie dough on my teeth.
Yo.
Pause.
Pause.
So yeah, so we're gonna go cookie dough number 1. So we also do you want me to run through the list again? We have vanilla. So vanilla bean or vanilla? Because I think that's gonna have to go number 2. Because I love vanilla.
Yeah.
We all
We
love
could tie
vanilla.
those together because it's like.
So I mean, vanilla/vanilla bean.
Yeah.
I mean, I think personally vanilla bean's better in my opinion too. But yeah, you have anything to say? Sorry, I'm like holding the mic.
no, vanilla bean is goated. It's plain, but it's so good. The
yeah.
bean, I don't know what the fuck the bean is, but it makes it so much better.
It's part of the vanilla bean plant. I think there's like a vanilla plant that comes from that.
All right, well, you heard it from Jake. I guess that's where it's from. I'll take it. It's good. Your black raspberry is not making the top 3, and I'm
No,
so
it's not.
sorry
It's
to
not
tell
making top
you.
5.
Okay, so we got cookie dough number 1, vanilla/vanilla bean number 2. So our other options are coffee, mint, black raspberry, Maine blackberry, and cookies and cream.
Ooh. I was gonna say cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream / Oreo. I also really like coffee. I also
Me
like
too, I
coffee
was gonna say that
Oreo.
too. I was gonna say coffee too.
Ooh,
I've never had coffee
No
Oreo.
way.
That sounds so
dude, like instead
gas.
of the vanilla ice cream, it's coffee. So it's like coffee mixed with Oreos. It's fucking delicious.
That sounds so gas.
Should we throw that at 3?
Yeah.
All right, so officially our top 3 is going to be cookie dough number 1, vanilla/vanilla bean at 2, and chocolate chip, not chocolate chip, coffee Oreo
Coffee.
at number 3.
Coffee/coffee Oreo.
Yeah. So I think that's a pretty solid list. Maybe one of the next times us 3 are on, we can get those 3 flavors and eat them on the pod. Talk about it.
I need to try coffee Oreo.
Yeah,
now.
we need to. That needs to happen. We'll make that happen. Yeah, I think that was a fun little like just thing to do. It's something we've never done, but I just think because we have a guest, it's just fun to kind of just do something weird like that, especially so
Yeah.
you guys can make fun of my ice cream flavors. First of all, I'm an ice cream
Black
connoisseur.
raspberry.
Ice cream is my weakness. I love ice cream, and my flavors I'll stand by to this day. Ryan over there, you can't see him, but his favorite ice cream is pistachio. So, yeah. So, isn't that weird? Yeah.
No.
It's so weird. I don't like pistachio. Then why did you ask for it? Shout out SpongeBob. I don't know if anyone's seen that part. Anyways,
Yeah, that little kid.
yeah, I'm lying. He doesn't actually like pistachio. I lied. Yeah, Ryan kind of looks like like when Squidward's the ice cream and he's like melting. That's what Ryan looks like. And he looks like the guy from Spider-Man, the fucking reporter from Spider-Man. Do you want to come over here and say hi real quick? We're like having a separate conversation. You can't even see or hear him. Oh, the fit. Oh, he got the black Air Forces on. Everyone watch out.
Oh no!
He's going to take my lunch
And he's
money
reaching
and
in his
beat me up.
pockets.
Hello, everybody. How's it going?
That's gonna be.
I will make sure that's not gonna break your ears if you're a headphone user. But yeah, so that was a top 3. That was a top Ryan. And I'll lead the top Shada. So,
I want to hear Jaden's question.
oh,
Jaden
Oh,
had a
yeah, yeah, yeah.
question. So I
So
wanna hear.
this is for everyone. Everyone can answer.
okay.
If you were rich, how would you spend your money?
Okay, so can we break that down a little bit?
Like
Say we got like
like,
a
say
first
you-
check, like
Yes.
paycheck. It's like how much is the first paycheck? A milli. We'll go with.
say like 10.
So we each get
Say you
10,
just,
10
like, won the
million just
lottery or
deposited
something.
into our account. What are we doing with it?
Yes.
We spend all of it, or is it just like what?
Depends however you want to do
Okay.
it. However you want to sustain your money.
Do you need to think about this for a minute? Or do you think you got your answer? Do you have your answer? Because I have mine already. I already know.
Yeah, you can go first though.
All right, so I've actually put like a ton of thought into this. Like this is
Me
something
too.
I
I
think
think
about all
this
the
so
time.
much. That's why I was like,
First thing I'm doing is buying myself a house. No doubt, buying myself a house. Second, I'm buying my mom a house, and then I'm gonna buy myself a new car. But probably buy myself like an M3 or something. And then maybe a truck. Okay. And I think I kind of would just, and then pay off my debt, and then I'd just kind of chill there, maybe buy some other things here and there, but I would want to save a lot of it, but I'd want to make sure I got like a couple like solid things done first. But that's pretty much it. Like I would just take care of like the basics and go from there.
that's what I would do. So I would first.
He has to smell the microphone. Sorry, go.
Right in the mic. First I would definitely buy a house, buy my mom a house, definitely a new car, and then I'd pay off whatever debt, which I don't really have any debt, but like I would put like a good chunk of money away, like just to save on bills or whatever, and then like keep some aside for like a random day. Well, yeah, I would also invest a good amount too. So maybe it could.
Yeah. Also, I forgot to mention too. I'd probably give like if I had $10 million, I'd probably give
I'd
my
probably
mom
turn in-
like 2 or 3, just because
Yeah.
like I love my mom.
I'd probably turn
and-
into Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
Start giving
Well, that's the
out
thing too is like I also
family
want
money and
to
everything.
keep some because I would want to invest in real estate.
Yeah.
I want to invest in stocks or something like that. Like something that's gonna just keep my money like making me money. Like I just want keep like a cash flow going because like I definitely could be one of those people that's like, oh, I'm gonna save and then I could probably blow through it. You never know. But yeah, we're long awaited for your answer now.
I feel like you guys basically have the same answers as me. I'd buy myself a house. I'd give some to my mom, give some to Grammy.
did that. You can't.
Okay, so then you're saving
Oh,
me money,
yeah,
so
wait.
thanks.
We'll split it.
Did I say I would buy myself a new car already? No, I don't know. I'd definitely get myself a new car.
Wait, but
I
let's
want-
say that hypothetically, right? If she won it, and this is not including your winning. Like this is separate. He's not even listening.
All right, come over here. What if you had $10 million right now?
I'm having an orgy with a bunch of robots. That's what I'm doing. Are you kidding me? Fucking give some to my mom? What are you talking about? Fuck that shit. I'm moving to a undisclosed location. Nobody's gonna know, and I'm gonna buy a shit ton of sex robots and have myself a great orgy with those.
Anything else?
That's literally it. That's all I'm doing.
So do you have $10 million? He's gonna be the first person to spend $10 million on sex robots and a dungeon. 40 of them fucking sex robots.
I would also too like get myself like a vacation home somewhere. Like I wanna,
Ooh, I
right?
didn't
Because
think
then
of
you'd be
that.
solid. Like you'd be able to have a place where you can go. That's huge in taking any vacation is like paying for where you're gonna stay. So I would get a home somewhere nice, maybe like Aruba. Timeshare,
Mm.
yeah. I don't know where else I'd put it. I loved Aruba. That was probably like the
Me
best
too. I was supposed
vacation
to
I've
go
ever
back.
been
I was
on.
supposed to go back this
They
year.
just want you to be happy. They didn't want you to do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, one happy island, facts. Yeah,
Bro,
and
the
then I
people
probably
there-
saved the rest.
People
No,
there are so good.
they're
like-
so good.
They live life like it's like precious. Like
Yeah. Yeah, agreed. So, yeah, nothing crazy. I never really thought about that because, like, what are the chances that I would have all that money? But I'm going to work hard, don't get me wrong. But, like, I know in my line of work, I will probably not ever come into that sum of money.
You heard it here first. First EMT/firefighter to be a 10 millionaire. So, just wait. Just like give it a couple years, you'll see. But yeah. So we'll wrap that up. That was a good question. I actually really
Yeah.
like that. That was a good
I
question.
feel like everyone thinks about that at some point.
Yeah, clearly he has. Yeah. Speaking of thought. Yeah. Well, no, you have 40 robots. How could it be lonely? But can they talk? He said they can suck. That's still good enough. Anyways, that's going to bring us to the end of our podcast. We're going to hit a song of the week and a little bit of a wrap up. I already have mine ready. I don't know if either of you, Maddie's not ready. Are you? Do you have yours or you need to think about it?
I need a second.
Okay.
Cause
I can
had
start with
mine.
mine if you'd like.
Yeah, start with yours.
Sorry, I'm like super prepared today. I don't know. I woke up on the right side of the bed. So my song of the week is Mayday by Chase B, Sheck West, and Young Thug. Old song, but good song. Yep, stand in the corner, buddy. Really good song. It just randomly came on today in the car, and I was like, this song still hits just as good as I remember when it first came out. Yeah, that's gonna be my song of the week. It'll be added to the playlist.
All right, mine isn't like a newer song, but I just recently came across it again. It's Do It Again featuring Chris Brown by Pia Mia. Do you remember that song, Do It Again?
Yes.
I totally forgot it existed. And it like popped up in my shuffle and I was like, oh my gosh, this is actually so good for like cardio and shit. Goes hard.
Valid. That's gonna get added to the playlist too. You still need a minute, Jaden? Because if you
Yeah.
need a minute, I'll just make Ryan say something.
I kind of do, yeah.
All right. You could do song of the week or just do okay.
Those glasses make you look like you're like 70 years old.
Fucking bitch. Okay. I don't even want to share my opinion anymore.
If anyone didn't hear, Maddie said that Ryan's glasses make him look like he's 70 years old. So
Like I can see you in like full grown ass man form. Like you just give you a little bit of wrinkles. I mean when you're like kind of getting old and wrinkly type beat. Like you're giving off that. You're welcome.
yeah, I like your hat, by the way. Where'd you get it? Get on the camera.
Oh, he's wearing it.
Tough.
Damn. With the Air Forces too. And he has the forces on too. Oh my god.
Yeah, and it's with this black Air
This
Force
black
energy is
Air
crazy.
Forces.
I walked in and stole your grandmother's fucking pocket change. So marked her as soon as I walked in.
Also looks like bro's been working on his squats. Nope, the other side, not the front.
Are you looking at my
Yeah.
talking about my ass right now?
Yeah. Alright, Jaden, are you ready or still not yet? This intermission's crazy.
Yeah, I'll just throw it in. I'll do "Worth It" by Huncho featuring Friday.
Really good song.
Mm-hmm.
Worth it. That's not how it goes. So yeah, that. Wait, what? Friday? Oh baby. Anyways, we're gonna wrap up the podcast. That's song of the week. We're not gonna talk about the plane crashes. They are tragic. However, I pray to the families out there, but I don't. It's negative. I'm not here for the negative Nelly shit. But this has been Beyond the J's plus M for this episode exclusively,
First special
and a little
guest.
bit of R. A little bit of that special R with this lucky Finn. So yeah, anything you want to say? Just you want to say goodbye to everybody, or just wrap up the pod? Give us the wrap up.
Bye. I
Damn.
don't know what you want me to say. Thank you for having me on. It was fun. I'm hoping I'll be on again soon and we'll talk about some more shit. But this was fun. This was good.
I'm glad you had a good time. I had a good time, and so Jaden, send her off.
Send her off.
Okay, he has no idea what I mean. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hit us up on all our socials at Beyond the Jays, YouTube, Apple Podcast, Spotify, Amazon Music. And I know it will be
Not
Tuesday
yet.
when you watch this, but I will see you on Tuesday, even though Tuesday's technically today, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Fuck with me. See ya.
The mic drop.
Beyond the Jays.
Wait, check if it.